Welcome back to the Damn Tonight Show. I'm here with Jackie Venson, who is just killing it right now. And thank you so much for being on the show. Now, I'm really excited to talk to you specifically about live streaming and this kind of new era of entertainment. Now, you've been streaming forever. When was your first live stream?
My first stream attempt was 2014 in Berlin, Germany, at this place called Kugelbahn. I tried to stream my concert there, but...
Wow, that was forever ago. So you've had a lot of success even before all this. What is your strategy kind of for live streaming?
Like, people who don't stream don't understand, because they really do think that you just hold up your phone and you just press record. And it's like, you do that like one time. And then what are you going to do the next day? And then what are you going to do the next time? You're just going to do that every time? So once they start having ideas, after they've done a few, like, oh, I just got to do this. Once they start having ideas, they realize like everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
The sound doesn't work. All of a sudden, your internet restarts.
Windows will update.
Yeah. Your phone starts to update. You press OK on live stream and you accidentally press OK on update.
Let's just jump right into that then. You've been doing this for a long time, and now everybody's doing it.
Yeah, which is okay. I mean, it's no problem.
It's great, but like we get to look to you to go, this is how this works, because and yours isn't overproduced. Like I just interviewed Louis.
We tried to overproduce it, and then it didn't do as well.
Right?
I'm serious. We tried. Yeah. We went out and bought this hardware streaming device. It's like its own thing. It has its own storage. You can stream videos from literally it. And you don't even, all you need is like an iPad app or an iPhone app to just press record basically and tell it to go to. But it like handles, it has its own hotspot, right? We bought that, and it also does multi-streaming. You can stream to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all at the same time. And I was like, holy shit. So we bought that 2 years ago, man. 2 years ago we bought that, and we used it to launch Jackie Venson Live on Thursdays. I don't know if you were there for that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think you actually did a Daily Austin Music about it.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, I think you did. And it was because I didn't play any shows in Austin because I was trying to sell out the Paramount Theater. And
Right.
so I was like, okay, I got to play but not play at the same time. And that's why streaming was the perfect solution. It was like, get people excited, but it's also really lo-fi. And it's like, well, if you want hi-fi, like, come to the show.
Exactly.
We talk about the show the whole time, right?
It's so different now because you don't have the show to bring people to. Kind of what's your strategy now? Is it merch driven? Are you releasing like crazy amounts of records? Like what the hell do we do now, Jackie?
Oh, well, we take it one day at a time, because we've never been through anything like this. We've never been through it with the internet.
Yeah.
So like we don't have any idea how things are going to go or how things are going to get back to anything, because we didn't even understand how much the internet was going to change the world in the first place. Like
we didn't. You could still go outside.
Yeah, like we didn't even understand what the internet was even doing to our society, and we still don't get it. And that's why Facebook's out of control, and that's why there's all that, fake news. That's why that term exists.
Yeah.
We don't know how to deal with the very thing that we made. And so what I'm saying is we just have to take it one day at a time. Yeah. And what you got to do is you got to get out there, if you're an artist, in front of people as much as possible, because it's challenging, but it's just as challenging as loading up your car and loading out your car and setting it all up and then breaking it all down, and then all the other stuff that comes in between all of that, also playing the show, arguing for more drink tickets at the bar, like telling people that they are on the guest list.
Right.
It's not streaming it takes more than just putting a phone on a tripod. But it only takes a little bit more, because if you do too much more, then it doesn't do as well.
Okay, let's switch back. You just hosted the AMAs, which was pretty much the last gathering that we're gonna have.
I know, the last gathering. Is that a movie?
Probably.
I think that's a movie.
But just kind of tell me how that came about. What was that like?
Well, it was really crazy. Mm-hmm. It was more exciting than winning.
I'm sure.
I was like, sick. I get to be like a whole personality the entire show.
Right.
Instead of like, thank you. Good night. And I just like disappear. You know, for the rest of the night, don't even perform. So I was like, I felt like I hacked the system, man. I was like,
I mean, you kind of did, because I mean, you got, you not only did you get to be a personality of the whole show, but like leading up to the show, all the promos and everything like that. Like,
yeah, I know.
That was, like,
I know.
What could have been better for you, really?
They were like, hey, so you're hosting the AMAs, and we're trying not to take up too much people's time, so we really want to schedule video shoots. I'm like, you tell me anywhere you want me to go, anytime. Like, I'm here.
That's awesome. I will
film as many videos for you as possible. They were like, will you take over our... I'm like, yep. Like, will you do like a face... I'm like, yep. Like, they're just like everything they want. They're like, thank you for cooperating. I'm like, no problem. Like, what? What? They're like, can we share one of your streams? Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I'm just like, everything. I green-lighted everything, because like, that was the biggest thing for me. I'm like, this is stuff... This is content that I don't have to create. And I am a content creator. It is very hard to create this stuff. It's hard to come up with the idea. It's hard to be brave enough to like show people the idea and like try things. It's hard.
Yeah.
Being a personality on the internet, being a personality, it's hard. And any assistance is very much welcomed. That's why I was like, even though it took me a while to set this up, that's why I was like, yo, I'm totally down to do this.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you so much for doing this. All right, we're going to take a really quick break. We'll be right back with more Jackie Venson right after this. The CobraCast podcast with Bobby Sharon is a must-listen in the Austin music community. With over 280 episodes so far, you can tune in to hear Austin musicians and the like share their stories and their music every Monday and Thursday live at 7:30. Check this one out anywhere you get your podcasts, as well as Facebook and YouTube Live. Welcome back to the Dan Tonight Show. Now, Jackie, you are rather prolific. Tell me a little bit about JVTV.
Okay, so actually, JVTV has evolved just about as quickly as this like virus case has. You know, like it changes every 20 minutes. Yeah, right. That's about how much this has changed. It started off, I did do you remember that lo-fi hip hop thing?
Oh, God, yeah. I love that.
I'm going to explain to you the entire timeline of how I arrived at JVTV, because I feel like in this explanation is maybe like a lesson in going with the flow. So it all started with the lo-fi hip hop. It was Louie's idea for me to recreate the lo-fi hip hop thing and have it be to my new single. So we did that. We put it on Reddit. The photo of it, the photo preview went viral, but the actual video didn't, unfortunately. So then we started thinking about lo-fi, the live feed. What if I had my own lo-fi thing on my channel, my own thing? I was like, So then I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to have to use the Sling, which is that thing I bought 2 years ago. Turns out Sling wasn't good. Then started looking at other encoders, found OBS, downloaded OBS, learned how to use it. So I made a 6-hour-long loop of like every video I could find that was worth a damn of mine, including entire concerts and home movie reels and everything. Yeah. And I spent 3 days trying to get a file that big off of my iPad where I created it onto this laptop. Figured out how to do that. Went live on my YouTube page with a never-ending feed. Monitored it for about 2 days. Found out that it's just not. I wasn't doing it right. It's not a video. Chilled Cow isn't a video. It's like a loop to a playlist. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I'm just not doing this right, and it's not working. Like only 3 to 10 people are watching it, right? So then I'm like scratching my head, and then Louis scratching his head, and then he's like, "What if you like went live twice a day, and early in the day you run that loop, and then later in the day you're live?" And that's where the idea came from. Nice. And this whole thing started in like December, so it took us 4 months to get this idea just being alive and thinking about it.
And you couldn't have had better timing.
No. Well, the final push to think of it is the time. The times we're in, we're like, okay, you really got to think of something. So then we revisited this lo-fi idea. And then that's where I came up with the idea for the big, long video loop. Found out it didn't work. After like 4 days of putting work into that, also 4 days of learning how to use OBS and all that shit. Also, like just updating all of my hardware. I had to update the Sling. I had to update my laptop. Like just 4 days, man. This is what I'm saying. People do not understand how hard it is to stream. It's really hard, and they are starting to get it now.
Right. And they don't understand that you have to do it well to get people to watch you. Because
you
if
have
you're
to
just going
do
up
it
like
well.
crap.
Yeah. Well, you have to like engage, and you have to be there. You can't just like not look at the camera. That's why I can't use that sling for Facebook. I have to use my cell phone because I need to have selfie cam, and the sling doesn't do selfie cam. Can't use OBS either because I can only use it on my laptop, and my laptop's camera is garbage compared to like a literal iPhone 11. It's like, what are you going to choose?
Right. But you're making it work, and that's really working well for you. So tell me about Jackie the Robot.
Okay, I'm going to give you a preview of something coming up. I'm releasing my first remix. Okay, so like Jackie the Robot is not officially an artist right now. It's like a baby band. So what I'm doing is I'm releasing it through Jackie Venson, since Jackie Venson has the platform. And so I'm releasing my first remix EP. I've gotten the masters back. It's all been mixed and everything, of Jackie the Robot Volume 1. And that's coming out on 4/20/2020, the Holy Trinity. And it's gonna be lit. And before then on JVTV, I found all these home movies of me like literally taking my first steps and crawling around and like this big ass like 90s diaper on my ass. And like I put those to the remix. So you like get to hear the remix. There's like this one of my brother at like age 5 in kindergarten doing like a line dance with his whole class in like a cowboy uniform. It's crazy. It's like the remix is 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes of like birthday parties and field days and first steps and like diapers and toddlers, but like me and my sister and my brother.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to the just everything you got going on, because you're one of the people I'm excited to see how you handle the next 6 weeks of how much content can we make. And not only, we don't have to release it all now, but like we're going to have, if everything goes back to normal May 1st, you could have this treasure trove of content to just walk around and go promote and do all this stuff. And like I'm just excited to see what people do and how we take advantage of the situation. You know?
Yeah, I'm excited for it too, because if I don't feel excited, then I start to think about how scary it is, and then I start to freak out. So I have to be excited, because the only other option is to freak out. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to choose to be stoked, because like the reason why I'm going to choose to be stoked is because no matter how you react to it, it's happening. Yeah. So first of all, you can't change it. You have no power to change it. Like literally nobody.
Your reaction. You love it. Or you can choose love or choose hate.
Yeah. The only power you have right now is to choose how you react to it. So like figure out which one is more or less toxic in your life, whichever reaction, and choose that one, please. And what I'm saying is like, since we're all going through it, that means we're all going through it in so many unprecedented situations. This is going to be something that we like tell our grandkids about, like, oh, I'll tell you exactly how it was. It was crazy. Like, we're going to learn from it. Things are going to change, sometimes for the worse, but also sometimes for the better. Mm-hmm. Things are going to change. Like, the environment is really, really happy right now.
Yeah.
The earth is very happy right now, which is not
my anchor on this whole thing, and how I'm kind of staying sane, is the whole world is dealing with this.
Yeah.
We're together. We did it.
Like we're in it. We're all here, and we can still talk to each other. Imagine if we didn't have the internet and we were going through this.
No, there'd be riots in the streets already. I know, right? Thank you for being on the show. So thank you for being a cartoon, and thank you, like seriously, thank you for keeping the vibes positive on your live stream, because
I will continue to do so.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back with Renee Collins right after this message.